Was working in a hospital. A patient came up to me, a patient who I had met 2 minutes ago. He asked me a couple of questions that were one worded questions. I don't really remember what they were exactly, but just like, what's your birthday? I don't recall exactly. He looks at me after 2 minutes of meeting me, and this is an old man, maybe 30 or 40 years older than me. And he looks at me and he goes, "You're gonna be your biggest hurdle in life, your entire life." And my reaction was probably something like, I probably cracked a joke. I don't even remember. But in my head, I was like, well, shit, what do I do with this information and how do I stop it from happening? Now, 4 years later or 5 years later, I have a list for you on signs that you are your biggest hurdle because I have gotten in my own way my entire life. And this is things that I have gathered that you probably do as well, that are just signs that you are your biggest obstacle in life. You're your biggest op. I think we are so quick to blame others and blame external factors for our circumstances. And when we look for reasons on why we are not where we want to be in life, we forget that we actually have control over our life. It's one thing to be learning as you go in life, taking the time to grow and taking the time to accept that where you are is part of your journey. But there is a point in your journey where you got to start taking the steps to get to where you want to be. Because I was saying before, we're so quick to blame external factors and blame other people. But in reality, you are your own player in this video game of life, if you want to call it that. And you've got to. I really don't like saying you should or you got to, but you're the one that does have to take the steps forward. No one's going to open your business for you. No one's going to run your YouTube channel for you. No one's going to study for that law exam for you. You got to do your own stuff for you. And the thing is, I'm so overly self aware to the point where it's debilitating. I find that if I point things out to myself, you may not see it right away, but when you notice it in yourself, that's when you can change it. In reality, the first step in getting better is admitting you have a problem. And so, without further ado, here are the signs that you are your biggest hurdle or obstacle or biggest op, whatever you want to call it, but that you're getting in your own way. Well, number one, I kind of said it, but you think everyone else is to blame for your situation or current circumstances. Mama's for tea. Kate. Sorry. See, that was me getting my own way, thinking that other people were judging me. But basically, you think everyone's to blame for your current situation and circumstances, meaning basically you tell yourself that if you were living somewhere else, or if this person had done this differently, or if this person would just simply do this one thing differently, then you could just XYZ. That's you projecting onto other people that, and literally not admitting, what's the word I'm looking for? You're basically giving them the control to your situation, to your current state. Who gives a shit if that person didn't do it the way you would have done it? Doesn't mean that you have to stop living your life the way you want to. And there's a way to do this peacefully and in harmony with other people. Just stop projecting. This took me so long to realize, but you can turn that, whatever anger that you have towards someone not doing it the way that you would do it, use that energy to create something, to draw something, to do something. Go do push-ups if you're really angry at someone and see how you feel after, even if it's 5 or 10 push-ups. Next sign. Well, basically, these are all going to bleed into each other because at the end of the day, it's just you getting into your own way. But these are just signs that you're your biggest op. So you keep repeating to yourself that if you had XYZ, then you'd be able to do ABC. Okay, so you admit that you need something physical, like a physical object, to reach whatever it is you want to reach. What would you do if that thing didn't exist? And what would you do if that thing disappeared forever off the face of the earth tomorrow? Like, yes, of course, maybe it would be easier if you had XYZ, but until you do, what can you use otherwise or until then? Next sign is that you know you should be doing better or that you could be doing better, but you literally physically cannot. Trust me, I get it. Really get it. I was in that situation for years and really thought I would never get out. But truth is, unfortunately, but also thankfully, the only way is through. If I can give you one advice, is to just write it all down on a piece of paper. And even if you cross one thing off that list, you will feel better. Even if just write everything that you have to do. Because the truth is, you're overwhelmed. And that's why you're physically incapable of doing anything. And even though you know you should be doing it, it's because you don't know where to start. Your body's overwhelmed. Your nervous system is in shock, in overdrive. It is literally non functional because it's so like on high. And so if you write it all down, it gives you room in your brain to at least take one step and prioritize or don't. My parents are filming. I don't know if you hear that. My parents are filming. I'm filming, but my parents are in the other room and I hope we can't hear them. They're just laughing. They're packing actually. They're going to hike the Machu Picchu. Isn't that cute? The next sign is that you are able to envision your dream life and you can kind of picture it, but only for a split second before self criticism and self doubt kicks in. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That voice that you hear in your head, that is your ego and your traumas speaking to you. That's not like you speaking to you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That is your elementary school bully's voice and your narcissistic ex best friend's voice talking to you. That's not your voice. And so when you are picturing your dream life, that's your true self trying to tell you we could be working towards this right now because that is what we're capable of. But then when that voice is like, no, you're not good enough, or no, you can't do that, or no one will like you if you do your videos, or I don't know what, that is the same voice that spoke to you when you were 5 in the elementary school yard and because you fell, I don't know, and was laughing at you. Or that is your ex best friend from a couple years ago who traumatized you because you thought you guys would be friends forever. And she completely backstabbed you and was a narcissistic, mean girl telling you, like, that would, anyways, you get the point. Once you can differentiate the voices in your head, between your true self and your pure self and your clean self versus your ego's voice, basically your soul's voice versus your ego's voice. It's a little bit easier to tell that ego voice to shut up when you know that you should be doing something or could be doing something. Just one thing on that list that we previously wrote down in order to get to where we want to be. Because we don't want to wake up 4 or 5 years later, like this girl, and realize, well, shit, I fucked up. I've been getting my way this entire time, and now it's time to make moves because if the person looking at the video game of life right now has been staring at my person here just crying over what happened in the last game that you get the point. Every other player continues to play the game and like yeah, we all shitty things happen to all of us, but you got to keep playing the game. Got to keep Gotta get up and keep playing because if not, you're gonna lose the game. Next sign is you think that if others around you changed, then you could start working towards your dream or you could start working towards where you want to be. Nah, girl. Sorry, I burped. Excuse my. That is you thinking that you can control others. That is you thinking that it is easier to control others in comparison to controlling yourself. I spent years trying to control everyone around me because I had lost control of myself. And I fully thought that as soon as everyone else changes, I'll have time for myself. Am I the only one that thinks like that? I'm filming this now. I'm like, am I the only one? Like, this is literally me getting my own way. Not anymore. I know there's other people out there. There's a reason I'm filming this. There's a reason that I've been wanting to film this, but I was getting in my own way. As she does. But basically, the more you start to control yourself, it's funny. It's actually shocking. The people around you start changing because they see the impact that self-work has on yourself, has on your own person, because they see you working on yourself and it all happens naturally and it's a beautiful thing. I just wish someone had told me that 28 years ago or 20 literally 5 years ago or 10 years ago would have been nice, but that's okay. I'm telling you now to save you some time. Next sign is that you get jealous of, one second, it's really warm in here. I'm gonna remove my sweater, my jumper. Production, does, does my arm look large? As if I even have a production team. Okay. So I was saying, oh yeah, the next sign is that you get jealous of other people who are currently living their dream life. And even though it's not your dream life, you're just wondering, but especially the people that are living your dream life, but even those that are not, you get jealous or you get envious of those people and you think that they know something that you don't. And you think that if you get whatever they get, then you'll be able to do that too. I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing that they know that you don't is how to not get in their own way. They know how to do things even though they may not want to do those things that day. And they know how to get up and sit in front of your computer and do what you got to do, even though there's no one behind you telling you got to do it. Or, you know what I mean? If you really want to achieve your dream, and I'm assuming that's build something for yourself or get out of your current situation, and that's going to require doing something differently than those around you. And the truth is, there's room for everyone. So there's no need for jealousy, and envy is a sin. And we should just all be happy for each other. And if you have a question, like, how did you do that? Just ask, hey, I'm really interested in the same field, or I'm just really interested in, like, could you share your experience with, like, it's okay to ask or do your own research. Google it. How do I achieve blah, blah, blah? Or how can I do blah, blah, blah? We are all given the same, although we all may start at different levels of the game, we all start as player one. Does that even make sense? We all start off as blank character. I don't know why I'm bobbing, but like, you know what I mean? And it's all about the steps that you take. Yes, okay, the people may start at a different level than you, but we all have the same buttons to press, sort of. You might have to press a little faster and a little longer, but we all got a remote controlling our lip, and the remote is like our brain, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this. Next sign is that you, Loki, think that the world gives you something and that you deserve something. I'm going to be honest, that's what you're telling yourself. Nobody else thinks that. Nobody else deserves something more than someone else. It's all about the work that you're going to put in. Like, yeah, we all deserve $1 million, babe. Who's going to take the step to get there is the person who wants it the most. But there's $1 million for everyone, for those who want it. This is a sign that I'm currently battling with. Getting a phone call, okay. So, this is a sign that I'm currently struggling with a lot. Being scared of your own potential and being kind of comfortable at your low. Like, I have a roof over my head, I have food on the table, I have my cat, I'm close with my family, like, I'm safe. And I'm scared of the things I can achieve because I know I'm capable of great things. And the reason I'm scared is because I don't have control over how big I can get. But I'm not even like giving myself the chance right now. I'm fully holding myself back because I'm scared. And a lot of people are scared. And I get that because the unknown is scary. There's a reason that your soul wants it so bad, right? Because it's meant for you. And it's because great things are going to happen if you take the steps required to achieve what you got to do, what you want to achieve. And low key, what you have to achieve, by the way. My last sign, well, it's the same thing. It just says you're scared of how big you can get. You choose to stay small because that's where you still have control. And I feel like that's a message to myself. And I hope that me getting on camera with a mic, I've literally been saying for the past few years, like someone put me on a mic. And so this is me taking action and saying, I'm putting myself on a mic because I feel like I've learned, well, I know for a fact I've gone through so much stuff to just then share online and learn. And everyone always tells me that I've lived like 10 lives. And I'm like, babe, I've lived 25 lives in my 28 years. But I live to tell the tale. And I live to share my advice so that other people can not suffer as much as I did. And with that, I need to go call back my boss. Um, I don't know why I'm standing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. That would mean